All right, guys. The last thing I'd like to talk about submission defense-wise is going to be the outside heel hook on your free leg inside of the waiter position. This is definitely to be taken seriously, particularly against a great outside footlocker. And I'm going to want to make sure that I do my due diligence there and understand the mechanics of the movement and also how to protect myself. So when Frank is outside footlocking me, there's a couple different ways, or outside heel hooking me, there's a couple different things that he can do to harm me. But one of them is going to simply be rotating my foot into like a rolled ankle style of position where we're sitting right here and I go, well, that doesn't look very sound. The same way, if you have my wrist like this and you go wham and you push down on it, it doesn't look like it's ready to absorb force. Same thing, if you push into the wrist, no problem. But if you push into the now lever over space, I could be injured there. That's basically, those are some of your wrist locking angles. So what I would say is you have two different things that you can do. You can try to keep this person off of it, or you can try to move with it. Both are appropriate, both are acceptable, and both will be done from time to time. So if we're in a deep half now, I don't really have an outside footlock worry. I don't have any concern. But when I start to, even if I'm here, like Frank is so high up in my shoulders that I have more of a Kimura, crossface, certainly if he's allowed to hit me, elbows and punches concerned. So this, on the other hand, I am daring Frank to beat me up, and I have to be very, very serious about this. So step one is if I curl my foot right up next to him, can you snatch that guy? It starts to get a little bit dicey. So my initial defense to this is simply keeping my leg far enough behind Frank that he's going to struggle to reach it. If he does, I need to make sure that I understand that when he starts to reach back, this shin behind his armpit is like hitting a catch pocket in his body that can oftentimes imbalance him forward and allow me to start to try to get at his limbs. If he does start to fall back on this though, I need to make sure that I don't do one of these and like hold on and then have him break my foot off, which I would hate that. If we come back for a second, I'm simply going to go and recognize that as he looks to finish this attack, I'm going to move with the grain of the position and enter into our sweeping just as we've done earlier in the set. So as soon as he drops back, I'm already turning with the movement, trying to move as quickly and as directly as I can to stop him from getting stable. Now, can we switch for a quick second, if you don't mind? So if Frank is waiter on this guy, I'm going to see if I can step over to try to finish. All Frank is going to do is just make sure that that doesn't happen. As I'm attacking, he's just going to drop me to my butt, immediately go through, and finish his sweep. And if I really pursued that footlock, or over pursued that footlock, I should say, there's a really good chance I feel like you end up with an arm triangle or threatening my back. So ultimately, your job in these positions is to not let the threat of the submission stop you from doing the things that you are otherwise doing to be effective defensively and offensively. So just make sure that, again, you're aware that of which limb is sticking out most, and then just keep an eye on it. Keep using your body to off balance to move, and understand how to move with the grain of the position, not against, because if you move against the grain of the position and you win, oh, it's great. If you move against the position grain and you lose, you get stuck. And when you get stuck and there's a submission involved, a lot of times that's when the finish will happen.